Hello everybody, NPC Killer here, and I'm back with another game review. I'm going to do this one just like I did the other one, except for this one I'm going to be solo. So, we can go ahead and get started here. The game I'm doing is from Greenheart Games. The game is called Dev Tycoon. It is a business simulation game. So, I mean, it's really fun to play. It is different. A little bit about Greenheart Games is they was founded in 2012 by brothers Patrick and Daniel Klug. You know, they started this, so as far as I know, this is the only game they have made. So I would definitely give you the link so you can get this game if you would like to. A little bit about the game is you start out in about the 80s, you know, roughly in that era, and you have to figure out how to become a multi-billionaire making games. So you start out in your garage, and then you move up to an office, and then, you know, clear up to the R&D lab, and so on and so forth. You get to make your own name for your company, and, you know, you put your name in there. Now, it's a pretty interesting game, but sometimes it gets a little challenging, so it's got that little aspect. Now, it is a business simulation, so you are running around, you know, doing your business. You don't have anything that you can actually run around. Your character doesn't actually run around, but it's a lot like Roller Coaster Tycoon, except for with games. So you got pretty much, I like the whole aspect of the game due to the fact that the time frames of stuff coming out is roughly accurate, and you got so much to choose from. So I give you a couple examples here, but I'll go ahead and let you watch a little bit of footage here, and then we'll go through what I like and dislike about the game. Alright, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the footage there. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the things that I like about the game. Things that I like about the game is, again, like I said before, is the time frame stuff comes out and how they actually just reworded everything so that they wouldn't get a lawsuit, but still, you know what it is. Like the play system and, you know, the Nintendo or whatever they call it, and the Dreamcast, you know what those are, and stuff like that. The time frames that come out, you know, those are all relatively accurate from my memory. I know I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to remember the original Nintendo. But the I like how you could either choose to stay in the garage or not. The whole, you know, I like the fact that you have to try to figure out what games go where, and then it gives you scenarios where, like, you know, at this current time, the trending game is action games. So when you make an action games, it'll actually sell better than if you made an RPG game during that time. So it always gives you hints like that, and then it gives you little trending times. So that's good. What I do like about it is they actually got creative enough that if this is only rumored, I haven't actually, because I didn't pirate my copy. I bought my copy, so I couldn't tell you if it's true or not. But it's rumored that if you pirate the copy, within your first year of working, all your money is wasted because it comes up and pops as someone's pirating your games. You just lose all your money and lose. So it's like a 1-year demo. But other than that, I mean, I don't like it just because I'm against pirating. I like it just because it's a step forward towards creativity, and they can actually, you know, be able to tell that different kind of stuff. Some things I don't like is, for example, when you're in your garage and you go to move up to the next level, it bugs the crap out of you until you do. So it'll ask you every about 2 or 3 games, you know what, you've made a good capital, would you like to move up to the next office? We have one for 100 and some odd K. And then you sit no, and then about 2 games later, it says, hey, you know, same message, and so on and so forth. That's about one of the things that I don't like. Another thing that I don't like is the music in general. But if you turn off the music and wait a little bit, it'll loop back through the code and turn the music back on for you, and it gets really annoying because I didn't like the music in the first place. So that's just a couple things to look out for, but it's not enough to actually just, you know, not buy the game. It's just a little bit of bugs that they'll eventually get worked out. So alright, so I guess we can go ahead and start with our rating system here. Now, the graphics, and this has to be rated on a 2D grade because it's not a 3D game, it's not intense graphics and stuff, so I have to rate it on a 2D grade. So on a 2D grade for the graphics, I give it a 6 because, you know, it is hand-drawn, but, you know, I've seen better, but I've seen worse. So it's roughly in the middle, you know, just above it. So the controls are point and click. That's not real hard. The game itself, if you don't know what to do, if you come into this game not know anything about games and how they work, it's kind of hard at first, but other than that, it's pretty good. But the controls themselves are, because it's a point and click, you have to give it a 10. It's, you know, you got 3 buttons, right mouse click, and escape, so you got 2 buttons. Alright, so the concept of the game itself, the overall concept, I'm going to give that an 8, because I like the fact that you know, a lot of people are trying to get into the indie game development in real life, and they play this game and they realize, you know, a little bit how hard it is and how long it really takes. They kind of, you know, they understand it a little bit better, how it all works out and stuff, so. Alright, and the replay value. I give the replay value on this game an 8 because if you lose and go into bankrupt, you get to start over at that stage. So I replayed the stages over and over and over again trying to figure it out, just mainly because it annoyed the crap out of me because I couldn't beat it. But eventually you get past it once you figure out how to use the algorithm. The algorithm in the game itself and how the technology works, how the design works, and how the bugs work. And I think the replay value is pretty high now. It's, like I said, I give it 8. The wait time / loading, I'm going to give it 10 because it's almost instant. You come in, you load up, and it's pretty quick. So it's a pretty 10. It's not a real big game, so it doesn't bog down real easy. So it's real quick. The sound and music, I give a 3 because, again, I hate the music. There's not very many games, though, that I do like the music, so that's always going to be a low one. And the enjoyment of the game overall, I give a 7. I like the game. I think it's fun to play. It's kind of interesting. It's a different twist. So I do give it a 7. The total interface of everything, I'm going to give a 6 because there's not an interface at all. But it's simple, the little bit of interface there is. So, the map design, or the map and or design of the game, I give a 6 because they put a little bit of effort in there to make it a hand-drawn game, and they put a little bit of creativity in there, stuff that would be on the walls at that time, and things that were popular, the kind of car, whatever, what it would like to be in your garage. I mean, for example, in the garage they got a desk set up with a Pong poster and a car that's covered up that kind of looks like a DeLorean. So I'm going to give that I'll give that a 6. The overall challenge is, I'm going to give a 10 because, again, if you don't know the algorithms and if you don't know how indie games work or game development works in general, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get started, and it's real challenging. But like I said, you can start over the stages if you lose them. So I'm going to give the overall challenge a 10, which brings this game to a 7.4 on the 2D scale. So that's pretty good for a 2D game. Usually I don't enjoy 2D games at all, but this one wasn't too bad for being a hand-drawn theoretical 2D game. I mean, again, it's drawn in 3D, but it's not really 3D. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a good game. So, like I said, I'll leave the link in the description, and that way you have a link to it. And again, that was made by Greenheart Games. So again, this is the first game, so I'm kind of interested what kind of games they're going to come out with next, because it's pretty good. And the game you can get on their website or it looks like the Windows Store, and it's only $7.99. So and it looks like and it does have a free trial. I just seen that. Notice that here. It does have a free trial. So you can get the free trial, and you can play the free trial to make sure you like it yourself. So that's always a good thing too. But this is the second game review I do. So if you would like to like and subscribe to me, it would be excellent. And if you have any games that you would like me to review for you, whether it be your own indie game or a game that you're just not sure that you want to get and you want to see a little bit of gameplay and stuff like that, just put a link in the description. And as always, have fun.